Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. RWJ's mission statement is the delivery of a safe continuum designed to meet community needs for preventative service, acute care, and chronic care.
According to their website, RWJ is the best-in-class hospital for diversity and inclusion. Their Office of Diversity and Inclusion has a diagram of impact areas that include employee optimization, patient experience, operational alignment and excellence, health equity, community partnerships, board and leadership engagement, and finally, Corporate Office of Diversity and Inclusion.
RWJ's website claims to work towards fostering a culture of inclusion that enriches their workforce, physicians, patients, and families. To examine their efforts, we have established a 5-point criteria of diverse employment benefits, programs uplifting minorities, policies for work discrimination, accommodations for employees and patients, to properly conclude the effectiveness of their diversity and inclusion policies.
Whites make up 55% of RWJ employees, with Latinos at 18% and Asians at 12%. Only 10% of employees are 20 years and under, while most of the employees are 20 to 30. The second largest age group consists of 30 to 40-year-olds, followed by those 41 or older. This is the age where work participation usually peaks. Employees may be part of an issue known as the sandwich generation, where employees are responsible of taking care of their kids and parents. This imposes stress on the employees, which may require the company to consider leave and flex time for them. The employee population is female-dominated at 71%. Since the female population is over 70%, it constitutes a sex-segregated work environment. This is likely due to the gender job steering of women into careers that require caring for others. For this, we give RWJ a 3 for employee diversity. Right now, there is a nurse strike occurring that has lasted over 100 days. Unfit and dangerous work standards for the nurses are the main motivator behind this strike. RWJ is already an understaffed hospital, and there are nurses who have to take care of upwards of 2 patients at a time, allowing room for dangerous accidents to occur. As a result, nurses' work schedules have become riddled with rigidity and instability, meaning nurses have very little control over what hours they work. Based on this research, we give RWJ a 2 for the lack of proper employee benefits.
RWJ regularly celebrates spotlight months, such as Hispanic Heritage Month, and partakes in the celebration of ethnic holidays, such as Diwali and Dia de los Muertos. When conducting our interviews, employees stated that they did attend these events, and that it gave them an opportunity to learn, experience, and enjoy a cultural holiday they were not familiar with. There are also new programs launched to uplift workers from different ethnic backgrounds, such as the Chinese medical program. For these reasons, we grade RWJ a 5 out of 5 for their efforts in uplifting minority groups. In 2022, RWJ began to enforce new policies to protect both employees and patients. Employees and medical staff are protected from discriminatory requests and are allowed to opt out of patient care when faced with imminent danger, such as racist actions and language. Additionally, the refusal of care of patients based on age, race, gender identity, and disability is prohibited. With their 2022 initiatives, RWJ was recognized on a national level by the American Hospital Association with the 2023 Equity of Care Award. For this accomplishment and their strict policies benefiting employees, we grade them a 4 out of 5 in this category.
As discussed in class, there is an issue with bilingualism, with bilingual employees being asked to assist English speakers with their work tasks. With the Latino population being second highest among RWJ employees, we thought it was an important issue to investigate within the hospital. At RWJ, there are information packets for employees to navigate through language barriers between employees and patients, with pictures and translations in English, Spanish, and Chinese. There is also the Marty device used by RWJ, which provides 24/7 access to medical interpreters in more than 250 languages to assist both employees and patients. RWJ also has accommodations for deaf and hard of hearing patients, where a sign language interpreter will be provided to communicate. For those who require accessibility for physical alignment, RWJ makes it easier to navigate throughout the hospital with ramps, automatic doors, and elevators, which are easily accessible to employees and patients. For these reasons, we award RWJ a 3.5 for their reasonable accommodations.
We had the opportunity to interview several people, one of them being a clinical care technician at the hospital, whose hands-on experience in healthcare provides a valuable lens for examining perspectives on racial and social justice diversity within the clinical setting.
Hey everyone, my name is James. I'm a clinical care technician at Robert Wood Johnson University. I personally believe that Robert Wood Johnson is very inclusive and diverse, meeting people from all different backgrounds, such as Black, white, Asian, Hispanic. I do believe they also show cultural appreciation from Black History Month and Hispanic Heritage Month. They also do support by giving educational programs for workers and patients from all different backgrounds. In conclusion, I do believe RWJ is a melting pot in the workplace.
We had also asked him if there are any policies that Robert Wood Johnson has to implement diversity and inclusion.
So yeah, RWJ does have policies implemented to promote diversity, which we do through EPIC modules. And EPIC modules that show us how to do cultural sensitivity, unconscious bias, and how to bring the practices into the workplace.
After concluding our investigation on the hospital's policies and procedures placed to implement diversity and inclusion, we gave diversity a score of 3, benefits a score of 2, policies a score of 4, programs a score of 5, and finally accommodations a score of 3.5. The hospital scored 17.5 out of 25 possible points, earning 70% of being diverse and inclusive at their workplace. 70% is not a perfect score. Therefore, we have recommendations for RWJ. This includes educating employers and opening their applicant pool of certain communities for higher up positions, advocating for better compensations based on skills, and provide flex time to staff, such as nurses, and fair wage to them. Finally, we recommend employers in supporting their employees in attaining higher education to enter higher positions to prevent what we know as glass walls. Ensure societal support for non-traditional jobs to avoid gender steering, and finally, to enforce family-friendly programs such as flexible scheduling, elder care assistance, child care assistance, and even more. Thank you for tuning into our exploration at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital in New Brunswick. We hope that these key takeaways help us as future leaders create a better work environment and future. Thanks again, everyone.